Hi, fans. I'm the PC Expert Amateur, and this is episode 74 of the airflow pressure differential comparison of 120 millimeter fans. Yes, I was supposed to do this yesterday, but I was so wrapped up in my research into ChatGPT 5 that I ran out of time. And sorry about that. So as always, I want to remind you that this is my anemometer or airflow meter, and unfortunately it only has 4 decimal places for the area setting. So even though I've calibrated this against the Noctua A12x25, it is not precise enough. So there is a distortion that creeps in. I don't know at what point, and I'm not a mathematician, so I can't correct it. Plus, I'm unemployed and my job doesn't start until November 3rd. Therefore, there's not going to be anything I can do for quite some time about getting a better anemometer, because my income for that new job is not going to be particularly good, but it'll pay the bills. So if you want to help, you know what to do, right? You do know what to do, right? Okay, great. I'm glad to hear that. So the good news is that despite the distortion, I can still rank all of the fans based on airflow. And this is because the distortion is a consistent problem. It's not some weird error that changes every time. It is quite mathematical. So let's take a look at the fans. And 4 out of 5 of them don't have their own boxes, so I'm just going to show you the fans. This is the Nidec UltraFlo, and I'm going to, oh boy, this is so fun. I12T12MS1A5-57A07, 4-pin JST fan. And it's supposed to be mounted onto something, but I don't know what that something is. It's not easy to find very much information. And there's the 4-pin JST. And I scribbled on there, Nidec UltraFlo. But the label is actually right there. All right, so that's one. And then the Sunon SP101A-1123 HST-GN, and this is a 110 to 120 volt AC. I had to plug a live cable into, or not live cable. I had to plug a cable that with exposed leads on it into the wall and connect it to here using alligator clips so that I was able to power it, because otherwise it was going to sit to the side just like this one. I used the power desk or bench power supply, whatever you want to call it, so that I could test it. I had another one. I thought I was going to be able to review it. It was unfortunately it was completely screwed up, so couldn't do that. And then this is the Shenzhen AmRunJe Electronics Company Limited 120 by 32 millimeter 2-pin DC blower. And the same company, AmRunJe 120 by 38 PWM fan. And see, it's very thick. PWM, like I said. And finally, the GuiAndJing J12038 24 volt, also HY12038 H24S PWM fan, or sorry, 2-pin fan. I don't know why I put PWM on there. That's not right. So ignore the PWM part. So see, it's 2-pin. And this is the other side and a view of the hub. There we go. Okay. So those are the fans. I'm going to put up the results from the RPM testing. I'd like you to look at that information and collect other information about the fans, such as looking at the photographs of the fans that are available out there, if you can find any. Compare the distance between the blades side to side, diameter of the hub, blade design, frame design, the bearing types, anything else you want and can find. It's hard for some of these to find information like that. UltraFlo, the Nidec UltraFlo, it's difficult to find very much information about it. There is a data sheet out there for it, though, if I remember correctly. Once you've got all that Then I want you to make guesses as to which fan will have the worst airflow, which will have the best, and which will have the worst pressure differential, and which will have the best. Put that down below in the comments. Save it. Don't change it, because this is not a competition. It's just an opportunity for you to learn, based on limited information, how well fans perform, so that you can decide if it's a fan you want or not. Now I'm going to put that information up on the screen. And as you can see, the GuiAndJing rated at 2000. So these are all kind of, well, we don't know about the Nidec. These are all kind of powerful fans. But it came at 2833.7, which is way higher than the 10% variance that it allows for. So I don't know what's up with that. The first AmRunJe, the 32 millimeter blower, is rated at 3000, came in at 3078.1. The Sunon is rated at 2900, came in at 3141.3, which is slightly outside of the 10% variance that's typical. The Nidec UltraFlo has a 5% variance. We don't know what the actual RPMs for it is, but it came in at 3839.5, so presumably it's around 3800. And then the AmRunJe 38 millimeter fan is rated at 6000, but only came in at 5500. And that is not good, because it should be a variance of plus or minus 600 RPMs. So, you know, it's kind of on the low end there. I mean, it's okay. It's within variance, or the tolerance, but it's not ideal. So go ahead and put your guesses down below, and we'll continue to the airflow results. All right, the Nidec UltraFlo has the lowest but still excellent airflow of 273.6. The GuiAndJing is modestly better at 276. The Sunon is slightly better at 283.8. The 32 millimeter AmRunJe is, well, it's amazing, 394.2, and the other one at 38 millimeter one is so beyond amazing, I don't even have a word for it, at 574.8. That may knock the big gears out of first place. We'll see. Now let's look at pressure differential. And we can see that the 32 millimeter AmRunJe came in at 66 degrees of movement, which is okay, I guess. The GuiAndJing came in at 80, which is significantly better than that 32 millimeter blower. The Nidec came in at 83, which is a little bit better. The Sunon came in at 86, which is a little bit better. And the 38 millimeter AmRunJe, of course, blew it all away with 94. So now let's find out how these fans stack up to the other 120 millimeter fans. All right, so as you can see, we've got this organized by RPMs, and RPMs are not the final arbiter of how well a fan does or doesn't do, although they do have, speed does have a significant influence. It's just not the only thing. Things like blade shape, the hub size, the frame design, the quality of the bearings, and so on. All those things and more all have an impact. So let's see here. Where will we find our fans? Nothing in the first two quartiles. Nothing in the third. No, nothing in the third quartile. All of them are here in the fourth quartile. 488. That's 40 some from the bottom there, but the Nidec and the Shenzhen 38 millimeter are right there, and the Sunon is trailing behind, but that's because it's in a different class. All right, let's take a look at the pressure differential. All right, we don't have anything in the first quartile. I know that for sure. Second quartile, I think we might not. Oh, hold on. Let me move it over so we're actually looking at the right column. Uh-oh. I forgot to sort it. Ha! Give me a moment. Doesn't that look better? I think it looks better. Hey, that was my teenage son. Don't worry. He's not dangerous. Okay, so we'll scroll down here and see where we find them. Mostly they should be in the 4th quartile, but we do have this AmRunJe 32 millimeter that's right there. Unsurprisingly, very unsurprisingly, because it just doesn't have the right kind of power to put it higher up in the list. But it is, I think that it was on the border between the 2nd and 3rd quartiles. So let's get down here to the 4th quartile. And there we go. GuiAndJing is significantly farther away from the other ones than, it's like, what is that? 12 farther away than in the previous chart. Nidec, Sunon, and the AmRunJe. I'm missing one, and aren't I? Oh, no. I already showed you the other one. Okay, so but this one is in 3rd place. So that's really good. There aren't very many that get up into the 90s, as you can see, starting with the Scythe Kaze Flex 120. And getting over 90 is even more difficult. Almost no fans get over 90. And since I think I have run out of the 120s, except for the ones that I haven't been able to locate, which is very frustrating and again suggests that somebody stole a box of my fans, we're done with this until I get more 120s anyways from my donor site. Okay, let's go and look at the airflow. And they should all be in the 4th quartile, but let's just take a gander here just to make sure. Yep, all in the 4th quartile. Nice and neat. Well, the Nidec actually dropped below the GuiAndJing for this one, but still excellent, both of them. And the Sunon as well. All of them have excellent airflow. Or one might even say that for the 2 AmRunJes, the airflow is amazing, and just, I don't have words for 574.8. It's just, what can you say? Awesome? I don't know. What do you think? So we can see it's a pretty rarefied area that it's sitting in here. There aren't very many fans that get into the 400s, let alone the 500s. So what I want to do now is, now that I've got all 3 categories showing for you, I'm going to slowly go up and you can look at it. And if you see anything that is useful to you, well, congratulations, you found something helpful. Do keep in mind that airflow fans are designed for exhaust, not for intake. If it's got low airflow, you shouldn't put it on exhaust. If it's got low static pressure, you shouldn't put it on intake. If it's both high, then you can use it either way. If both are low, don't use it at all. Throw it away. Buy something better. So feel free, pause anytime if you find the fan that you're actually looking for. Somebody wanted me to release this database to the public. I was like, if you become a member, you can have access. You didn't become a member. Funny how that works. So there we go. I really hope this episode helped you. It's going to be the last one for a while for the 120 millimeter fans. And there aren't a lot more 140 millimeter fans. After that, I'll probably be already started with my job. So it's going to get to the point where somewhere in the 140s, or maybe after the 140s, I won't be doing them every day anymore because I just won't have time between work, cooking for work, food for work, and so on and so forth. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, and have a great day. If you would like to help me and get something out of it by helping me on a one-time basis, you can go to my eBay channel, the PC Expert Amateur, where you can purchase the items that I have on sale there. There are lots of keyboards and mouses and some other items as well. I've got cable organizers with power supplies and a bunch of other stuff, a nice variety of things that I have reviewed in the past, and I no longer need, and I need to make space Plus, I also need the money. So if you want to do that, the information's on the screen.
I need to ask for your help. Things have been challenging. Whose life hasn't been challenging lately? So if you can please help me out by liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting, and turning on notifications, that would be really, really super. Also, if you'd like to help me financially and you can't afford to, you can do a super thanks on my Glenn's Fast Reviews channel, or you can become a member there. Or if you prefer, you can go to patreon.com/GLENNMII and become a member there instead. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to Bleeping Computer for their support of my channel. If you need resources for computers, for getting rid of malware and learning about cybersecurity and stuff, Bleeping Computer, BLEEPING computer.com is a great resource. Thanks so much for watching and have a great day.